If you're a publisher in AVAIL, you have the ability to elevate a personal palette to create an organization palette. Notice that organization palettes have a blue icon, while personal palettes have an orange palette icon. While personal palettes are meant to be flexible and temporal for users to build, use, and then discard, organization palettes add governance and control, including publisher ownership, specialized permissions, and broad sharing with user groups. Let's walk through the entire workflow of converting a personal palette into an organization palette. In this example, I'm going to create a kitchen casework organization palette. But first, I need to create a personal palette to promote. I'm going to go to my channel, narrow down to the kitchen casework, select all, and then create my new palette. Now that I've created the palette, I have the option to create a customized palette card. I can open up the palette details, click the refresh button for AVAIL to automatically generate a palette card, or I could open the palette and select the specific pieces I'd like to appear on the card. Now I can add additional members to the palette. I can also control their view and edit permissions. Once I've added additional editors, I can decide to promote the palette. In this example, I'm promoting a palette that is already owned by me. However, if a colleague had shared a personal palette and I decided to promote it as a publisher, the ownership of that palette will be transferred to me, and I would have the option to keep the existing users or remove them. Now that I've promoted the personal palette to the organization level, I can continue curating the content within the palette and then share it with a group. Another advantage of organization palettes is the ability to bulk load from the AVAIL for Revit add-in. You can select the palette from the desktop, or go to the palette's menu and check the box next to the palette you'd like to load. Start using organization palettes today to take advantage of this exciting feature. Thanks for tuning in. Explore the next video to dive deeper and learn more about AVAIL.